Hello everyone, great to have your company again and welcome to another edition of Around the Grounds presented by PSS International Removals. We start in Ireland where the Belfast Redbacks have capped off a remarkable season with a memorable grand final victory in Ireland. Up against the Galway Magpies, the Redbacks showed the form they had displayed throughout the entirety of the regular season. In a heavily contested and brutal affair, the Magpies had many opportunities in front of goal but struggled to convert their opportunities. A 7-0 opening half proved to be the difference for Belfast. A magnificent year finished off with a commanding 39-point triumph in the R-Fly Grand Final. Belfast forward Kevin McSorley was named as the best player on the ground. To Germany now, where the Hamburg Dockers and the Berlin Crocodiles have made it through to the AFLG Grand Final that sees to be one of the most highly anticipated Grand Finals to date. Finishing first and playing their semi-final against the Rhineland Lions, the Dockers were far too strong as they piled on 24 goals in Cologne in a truly dominant performance. Not to be outdone, the Berlin Crocodiles were impressive in a mouth-watering clash against the Munich Kangaroos. Having lost 2 close encounters to the Roos earlier this season, the Crocodiles turned their fortunes around to win by 40 points on the back of 8 goals to star forward Josh Bollmeyer. It's fair to say the Crocs boys were pretty happy after their huge victory. So there we have it, the AFLG GF will be played between the Hamburg Dockers and the Berlin Crocodiles. Will the Crocs go back-to-back, or will the Dockers finish off their impressive season with the ultimate honour? All will be found out when the grand final takes place on the 15th of September in Dresden. Sticking to Germany now, and it seems that the country is continuing to do an outstanding job of growing the women's game. On the weekend in Cologne, an exhibition match was played between 2 teams, one called the North and the other the South. 17 girls played in the contest that saw both experienced girls and debutantes all out amongst the action. Good work from the Germans, and now to Britain where the GB Bulldogs and Netherlands have played a practice match in preparation for the Euro Cup coming up in Cork. Team GP was challenged but came out eventual winners in the contest that saw some great skill and teamwork on display. With 6 individual goal kickers, the GB boys ran out 36-point winners over the Dutch in a highly entertaining contest. The GB Swans also had a hit out in London where they played a practice match against a team made up of AFL London All-Stars. The low-scoring affair saw the Swans find a way to win by just 11 points in a match that is fantastic preparation for the side heading into the Euro Cup this October. Finally to Finland, where the third and final round of the AFL Finland season finished on the weekend. Held in Vasa, the Wombats secured their place in the AFL Finland Grand Final by winning their home fixture against Turku. In the GF, they will play the Helsinki Heatseekers, whose undefeated run into the big dance sees them hosting the event on the 22nd of September. Now before we go, check out this clip from AFL Sweden.
Det här är Australiens största sport och spelas professionellt med 18 lag i Australian Football League, så kallad AFL. Sporten har det 4:e största publiksnittet av alla ligor i alla sporter världen över. Australiensisk fotboll spelas på gräsplan, på kanske den största planen du någonsin har sett. Varje lag består av 18 spelare på plan och 4 på bänken.
Not too bad, is it? Now, if you want your country to have a video such as this, all you have to do is email admin@afleurope.org and you can have the chance to have your own instructional video in your native language. To see more examples, check out the AFL Europe YouTube channel where you can find English, Dutch and French versions of this particular production. That's about all we have time for at AFL Europe. Thanks for joining us at Australia House in London. Be sure to keep up to date with AFL Europe via our social channels where you can find highlights from our events, interviews with players and tutorials from those involved within the game. Enjoy your week of footy and we'll see you next week for Around the Grounds presented by PSS International Removals.